Hey, Tony Gasson's here. Now I don't know if you can hear me too well. I'm a speaker right here by my mouth, but hopefully you can hear me. My wife, my producer, on my YouTube channel, she gave me a little, sent me this story. Where she just showed me the story. We were sitting in bed watching the game, and she showed me this lady who has taken her two sons, taking her two sons from the world. And this thing here, this real. It hit me, but it really hit me because it's like when you see this lady taking her two sons, and you see these young boys, 6 and 9. You know, I got a 9-year-old, 6 and 9 years old, and just handsome young men that nobody knows what they could have been. And then here you have this young lady dealing with her issues. And this is why I try to tell you, and this is why I always say, like, you have to be mindful, you have to be prayerful, you gotta be diligent, and you cannot play. You cannot play when you see them signs. When you see them signs, any kind of little sign, when you see them signs, you got to take action. And a lot of people play with it. A lot of people play with it. So there's no telling what this young lady was going through. But think about this now. Who do you think is more aggressive? A man or a woman? Who do you think, when angry, could be more dangerous? A man or a woman? Who do you think in the history of mankind has taken the most lives? Men or women? Who do you think is more ruthless when it comes to afflicting pain? Men or women? Now, your answers may be different than mine. But what I want you to understand is that if a woman is capable of this, then that definitely lets you know that a man is capable of this too. But what we have today is we got a lot of people, it's so many women ignoring the signs with a man. And me being a man, I know that there are some men who are exceptional with their child. But just me being a man, I wouldn't leave my child alone with a man. I wouldn't leave my child alone with a man. And I wouldn't leave my child alone with most women. Even though a woman is created for nurturing, a woman has a innate ability to nurture. I wouldn't leave my child alone with most women. And so this what I want you to realize and understand. Hey, I'm looking at my youngest son's shoes, and it's like Dunks, the Airs, the one that say Air on the side, like the Nikes, not the knockoff ones. It's black and white Dunks, orange and white Dunks. I'm thinking about starting a little page to resell these shoes, real dirt cheap, but just for y'all to be able to buy them for families that's in need. You know, families that the kids will never have a pair of Nikes, or they'll never have. I'm gonna start reselling these shoes. I need to take them out. I'm gonna have my assistant. I'm gonna take all these bags up to the office, and I'm gonna bring an assistant in, have them set this up. Y'all forgive me. It's just how my mind be flowing. But and I kind of need that little distraction thinking about this, because it hurts so bad. Like, and this the thing. Reason why I'm touching on this is because we need to feel this. We need to feel it. Go look it up online. Look up the young lady And I don't know if this new or old. It could be old, but it's new to us. We just found out about it. My wife just showed me tonight. And now one of the things is the lady who took her son's life, her brother has the same father as one of her sons. So that in itself, so it say her brother, she looks white. The brother, it look 100% black, but she may be mixed. But if she mixed, it would look like her dad would be light skinned. But the brother, he's dark skinned. So this is a very confusing situation, but I say this to say, check on your family. I think the brother said that they have called DCS or DCF, Department of Children's Services, Department of Children and Family. They got different ones in different states, but they've been calling this department, he said, several times in the last few months. If you feel like that something going on with your family member, where you got to call the agency on them, when you see stuff like this, you might need to go put your foot down over there with your family member. You might need to go put your family, it just depends on where your heart at. I know a lot of times we say, hey, I'm going to mind my business. Hey, I'm going to stay out of it. These is children, 6 years old and 9 years old. And this a woman. This a woman. Like the brother, he's saying he wish he would have done more. He's saying he wish he would have done more. Because he could have went over there and got some, he probably feel like he could have went over there and got some straightening. He probably feeling like, man, I could have went over there instead of just calling the law. I could have went over there and said, hey, I want to take the boys for a little while. Let me give you a break. Let me let you rest. And I'm going to watch the boys. I'm going to train them in football because they want to play football like he did. And if you need to do that, do that. If you don't want to be seeing your nephews or your nieces on the news and you sense something going on, step up and do that. Step up and do that. Step in. If you see a man or a woman with children and they losing their mind, step up and get them kids for a little while. Yeah, it's inconvenient to you. Yeah, it's inconvenient. Get them kids for a little while. Get them kids for a little while. If they got to eat beanie weenies, ramen noodles, feed them what you can afford to feed them. But they better off alive. I don't know what went wrong with this young lady. And see, the thing about it is, on one side, we will say mental health. We'll say mental health. But then we think, okay, well, where does mental health come from? She done had 2 whole children. And she looked like a pretty lady. Looked like don't have any problems. So where does the mental health come from? So we don't have the answers. And then we say, okay, well, did she do this because she was thinking about taking her own life? Did she do this to get back at one of the son's father? Like, what was the reason for doing this? Because it's a 6-year-old and a 9-year-old. So did she do it to hurt somebody else? Because men and women do that. They will hurt a child trying to hurt an adult. This sad. But see, this why I try to tell y'all is this why I do what I do. This why I take the approach that I take. This why I do the videos that I do. You got to understand the state of humanity. You have to understand spiritual warfare. You got to realize we in spiritual warfare. You got to realize that the devil is not playing. You got to realize that you got to get off your back, close your legs, zip your pants, get your head right, get your life right, start living right and doing right. The devil is out here to kick butt and take names, to steal, to kill, and destroy. These two young men lives was taken. And I guarantee you the reason why is because the adversary knew their future. The adversary knew that they was going to be something in this here world and attacked this woman's mind, attacked her spirit, and had her remove these young men from this world. That's how the adversary playing right now. And that's why I tell you it's time to stop playing. It's time to stop playing around. It's time to stop being the problem. And it's time to stop being part of the problem. And it's time to stop being a victim to the problem. It's time to look at all around. I'm talking to clients every day. Listen, you dealing with a bomb. You is dealing with a bomb, whether it's a man or a woman. You dealing with a bomb. Get your life together, love yourself, and move on with your life. This bomb is going to ruin your life. And if they don't ruin your life, they're going to actually take your life, or they're going to make you feel like taking your life, or they're going to make you feel like taking the life of somebody else. And see, the thing about it is in this world, for one, we need to ban guns. Somebody break in your house, we need to ban guns, throw hands. Need to be throwing hands. They need to confiscate every single gun in the world. We need to ban guns. And I know don't nobody want to hear that. But the thing about it is a lot of people who are not mentally stable getting their hands on these guns. They're just getting their hands on these things. And a lot of people don't understand the power of it. So in this young lady case, she could have got in an argument. She could have been arguing with a man. And she's a pretty young lady because she's pretty with no makeup on, without her hair done. So I know if she get dressed up that she is a beautiful young lady. She could have been arguing with a man. And she could have told that man, you know what? I'm so stressed. This is so wrong how you treating me. I just want to end it all. I'm going to just take the lives of my son. And he probably like, yeah, right, whatever. Forget you. Yeah, right. You always bluffing. Yeah, right. Don't try to manipulate me. And she could have went in there and in a split second, just completely in a split second. That's how demonic spirits work. They will have you jump off a cliff. They will have you take the life of your children. They will have you take that demonic spirit will have you take your life. That's why I'm trying to, if you ain't reading your Bible, if you ain't getting closer to Jesus, you is slap crazy. I hate to tell you like that. You is slap crazy because the devil ain't playing. The devil ain't playing. You better get your life together. I'm telling you now, you better get your life together. You better get right. You better start praying for your friends and your family. You better start living right, doing the right thing, getting your head on straight and getting your life together. I'm here to tell you now. Hey, Tony Gaskin, God bless you.